Let's talk about the winners and losers in the third Democratic debate. We have Milwaukee Alderman and Democrat supporter Cavalier Johnson and Professor Van Mobley, a GOP advocate and President Trump supporter. Alderman Johnson, let's begin with you. We are seeing a real split between the top three frontrunners, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, both backing Medicare for all and eliminating private health insurance, versus Joe Biden, who says keep Obamacare. Do Democrats want to give up on Obamacare?
Well, thank you, Charles. I don't think that Democrats want to give up on Obamacare. I think that what you saw last night was a demonstration that in the Democratic Party, it's a big tent, and we're going to have discussions about how we move forward in terms of health care. That's the biggest rift, I think, or one of the biggest rifts between the candidates that are vying for the presidency right now. Either you're for building on Obamacare or you're for a Medicare for all plan. But I don't think that Democrats overall want to get rid of getting rid of Obamacare right at this moment.
Professor Mobley, the Marquette Law School poll shows that Biden can beat President Trump in Wisconsin. Republicans have yet to lay out a health care plan beyond repeal and replace Obamacare. Don't they need a health care plan before 2020?
Well, I believe that they're going to have one. And as I've said before, the President Trump has been working on some drug pricing issues. He'd like to work on more of a bipartisan basis. And I think that as his health care plan comes into focus, it'll be focused on transparency and then consumer choice and the choices that individuals have.
A big moment last night, Alderman Johnson, was Beto O'Rourke when he was talking about gun control, saying, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15 and AK-47. Are the Democrats worried, though, when it comes to Second Amendment, yet there seems to be strong support for more background checks?
Well, Charles, I'll tell you this, that as somebody who recently experienced a gun violence issue, I think that Democrats are in a position where we think that you can protect somebody's Second Amendment rights, but also at the same time protect someone's life and liberty. Those things are not mutually exclusive. I think there's frustration among Democrats and among Wisconsin residents and Americans overall, as a matter of fact, because as you saw with the issue around vaping, the folks who control Washington, from the president over to Leader McConnell, there was swift action on that after 5 deaths. But as it relates to gun control, you see tens of people that are mowed down by guns in this country seemingly on a weekly basis, and nothing gets done. And folks want to see some action on that.
Professor Mobley, this seems to be a big issue even in the suburbs. Are you concerned, too, where the Republicans might be on this issue come 2020?
I think President Trump has pointed out that the people who've done these mass shootings are sick, they have mental health problems, and he'd like to take some steps to address those. And then I would also simply say the accusations and trying to connect some of these mass shootings to President Trump is disgraceful, and Beto O'Rourke needs to stop. And it's very difficult to make forward progress when you have people who say things are not true and disgraceful.
So many more issues to talk about, but we appreciate your coming in and giving us your perspective on last night's debate. Thank you both.